Hi, I'm Miss Letty. Welcome back to Caren Elizabeth's One More Story, Please. Today's story that I'm going to read is The First Rule of Little Brothers. This is a book that totally won my heart years ago when I bought it. I bought this book about 10 years ago. But tonight I'd like to dedicate it to two little boys who've touched my heart. I've known them since they were itty bitty. I've known one since before he even came to be. So, let me read to you The First Rule of Little Brothers by Jill Davis and illustrated by Sarah McMeany. When I get really mad at my little brother, my dad always says, "You know the first rule of little brothers, don't you?" His little brother's chasing him. I guess he wants to play private with them. "No," I say. "What is it?" "Can't you guess?" he says. All I know is when my little brother was a baby, he watched me all the time, staring and smiling. Then one day, he began to move, creeping and crawling closer and closer, coming towards me. First he touched, next he grabbed all my stuff. Because that's what little brothers do. "Look how cute he is," Grandma always said. "Look how smart he is," Grandpa always said. "How about letting your little brother have a turn?" Mom always said. "No," I always said. Then he started to walk, and he was everywhere. Uh-oh, his little brother's starting to walk. Let's see what kind of mischief he could get into. One day, I built the Empire State Building with blocks. It was huge. It was taller than me. Then Brozilla walked into the room. Crash! Oh no, look what happened. The little brother, Brozilla, knocked down the Empire State Building. Then he started to talk. Guess what his favorite words were? I say, "I'm going to the slide." He'd say, "Me too." I say, "I'm going first." He'd say, "Me too." I say, "I'm going to the bathroom by myself." And he'd say, "Me too." Of course, there were still some things little brothers couldn't do, like make dinosaurs. But when I told him he was too little, he didn't believe me. Do you think little brother's going to try to make a dinosaur? I think so. I know two little boys who love dinosaurs. They're brothers. Let's see what happened. Look at Brozilla's dinosaur. Isn't it cute? He's got all the parts all over the place. Then one day, we were having ice cream with our grandpa, and I heard a little voice say, "Want me to hold the ball while you eat your ice cream?" And I said, "Thanks." Then my little brother went to his first day of school. And when he came home, he told me, "I played superheroes on the rooftop. I made it in the potty. I built the Empire State Building." Wow, he did all that? Little brothers can do a lot. especially when they're watching their big brothers. On his second day of school, my little brother brought home a new friend. First, they built the Empire State Building. And next, they made a life-size castle. Then, they began playing marbles. Look at all that he's doing with his friends. Look at the big brother watching him. When did little brother grow up? Hey guys, I asked, can I play too? Yup, said my little brother. You can play the winner. Me. Now I know the first rule of little brothers. Always do what your big brother is doing. But I think I figured out the first rule of us big brothers too. Always be nice to your little brother, even if he drives you crazy, because someday your little brother is going to be just like you. The end. Just like I said, I bought this book, I'd say about 10 years ago. And it was for two brothers I know. But recently, there's two other brothers I've been thinking of, very much so, that would love to hear this story. And I hope that they tune in and see it. Well, this is Miss Letty with Caren Elizabeth's One More Story, Please, saying goodbye. Maybe I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.